All right, so this video is called Saving FPS Games AI Anti-Cheat. Let's check it out.
Out of every 3 players in an online FPS game are cheating.
He's wiggling, look.
Connects to your PS5. It's literally just connecting to the remote play.
And then in other games, it's way more than that.
What does this revelation mean for the future of gaming in general?
So it's an AI aimbot?
Yeah, AI aimbot.
Works in any game.
They sell these by the millions.
And it's not just your little brother either. At every level of the industry, from pros to streamers, cheating is rampant.
And it will become a real job to cheat in his game.
It's a full-fledged business.
Are you getting old?
Yeah.
Is gaming changing? Or is it that rampant cheating is not fun?
Over a year ago, we set out to use AI with one goal in mind: saving FPS games.
We're ready for you to submit your clips to help train our model. What you're about to witness in this video is the solution to cheating in online gaming.
To help fund this project through the form of sponsoring this video is Opera GX. They agreed the more views and downloads Opera GX
This should be pretty interesting.
The more funding that will go to the project, straight up. So just by being here, you are helping. Thank you.
As you guys know, I download a lot of sus-bus programs.
Individual. It's opening very fast.
Sometimes my network will just be getting used.
Like my browser's sending Bitcoin to the ether. I don't know. I'm scared.
But what I can do in the Opera GX control thing here is I can actually limit the amount of network that's being used by the browser. So yeah, if I'm getting hacked, it's gonna be a slow hack. It's gonna take you some time, brother.
And on top of that, you can limit the amount of RAM that Opera GX is using.
Bruh, look at this Chrome like no meme. You get 3 tabs open and then it's all over, man.
And a CPU limiter. Anything to stop the potential of micro stutters in a game, because if I get micro stutters, I get a bad attitude. And if I get a bad attitude,
I fucking hate micro stutters.
Peeing on the couch with Opera GX.
You've also got GX Corner, which is basically like a tailored homepage. There's fresh gaming news, current deals you might be interested in, as well as like a release calendar for upcoming games.
By the way, if you use my link in the description, it'll show you my last 10 videos straight there in the browser. Oh, yo, look at that. So you don't have to miss them, because I wouldn't want you to miss them. And ayo, they made me a wallpaper, boys, straight in the browser. Use my browser, and I'm looking at you.
This thing's very customizable. A bunch of Opera add-on wallpapers you can just add just like that.
And it's on mobile. Opera GX on your phone. So if you want to support this project of using AI to save FPS games,
then get Opera GX. Use my link below. Seriously, in this specific scenario, for one time only, installing Opera GX will help stop cheaters in FPS games, so please do it. And thank you, Opera GX, for sponsoring this video.
So let me be straight up with you guys. Let me just come clean, okay? I have done steroids. I've never told anyone this. I've never really explained it this way, but I did steroids. Or at least I thought for sure they were steroids. So when I was 14, I wanted to be jacked out of my mind, man. I wanted to look like a bunch of rocks saran wrapped together and be able to like bench press a car. And in combination with that desire, my frontal lobe was the size of a walnut. So I got on eBay, I typed in steroids, bought something sketchy, got shipped from China, and then I ingested it. No one ever found out. I wasn't thinking about the consequences. So I'm sitting there playing SOCOM Confrontation with the itchiest nipples you've ever seen, man. And I was real confused. I thought I was gonna start like lactating. Even though no one's ever found out until now, I didn't actually get away with it because the consequences were that I didn't know with certainty that I wasn't going to start growing lady parts.
My nipples were itchy, man.
Point is, you can take a shortcut to something, but there will be a consequence somewhere, somehow, eventually. What those consequences will look like, I think, is now up to us somewhat. So cheating in online FPS games is the worst it's ever been ever right now. On every system, console included, at every level, around.
And I think we're going to see this a lot with Dr. Disrespect's game coming out from Midnight Society. Dead Drop. I feel like with NFTs on the line, $1,000 NFT, thousands of dollars worth of NFTs, we're definitely going to be seeing people going full time trying to cheat and scam that for sure. And they're gonna do it for sure from the get-go. So hopefully we can figure something out before then.
30% of players in any given game
are cheating. So this is basically the final form of the AI cheats that single-handedly killed FPS games about a year ago. This program essentially acts as like a mediator between remote play and the game.
All it uses is a live stream of your game. So as long as you have an internet connection that's like 2 megabytes per second.
One, it enables mouse and keyboard on console, but what's worse is you can essentially plug in an AI aim assist.
It can use AI to read the screen, find the enemies, send input back to whatever system you're using, console included, and then aim at the enemy for you.
So it's basically just acting as your remote play controller.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
and it gives you to
nuts.
feed it.
To get access to it. The Godly Noob, he went in and he infiltrated this website. He made the cheaters love him. He convinced them to like him so that they would give him the cheat. It took months. I'm just kidding. He paid $5.
So for a few bucks or a free version that comes with a virus, you can pretend you're better than everyone else. This can never be detected by an anti-cheat scanning what's running on the system, because all of this is running only off of watching the game the same way you do.
So this is an 8-person free-for-all where all of us have cheats installed and one person is chosen at random to enable their cheats, but no one knows who it is. And we're all trying to guess who's the person that has cheats enabled.
Someone's a hacker right now?
Yep.
Someone's a hacker.
Think Among Us, but
should be
hackers.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
I just wanted.
2 back-to-back. Okay, let's...
Yeah, man. I'm cracked out of my mind. Keep in mind, we have a point system going here, and we're trying to not get detected as the hacker by the other players. Also, these are the devs that are so graciously donating their time to work on the Waldo project for all of us. I'm linking the Waldo Discord and a few other things. Go give them a big thank you.
Waldo, huh? So this must be the Waldo must be the anti-AI cheat that they're working on then. That's neat. Now, somebody's got to do something, man, because it's going to get out of hand here, especially with NFTs involved in gaming and shit now coming up. Like, I feel like Dr. Disrespect's game might just be the beginning of what we might see with NFTs in games. That's if NFTs aren't fucking completely failed by then. I'm not a big NFT guy myself, but we'll see.
Nice job.
7.
So take a look at the footage. See if you can guess which one of these angles is someone using aim assist.
I say top left.
I'm thinking homeless, honestly.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
I thought you too.
Oh, dude, that's a bad idea, boys. I just left this part in so you guys would know it wasn't me and that I'm just cracked out of my mind. I'll be honest, dude, I just had to double check to make sure they were off. I'm just saying. So make your guess. You're left with a 1 in 3 chance of getting it correct. The answer will be at the end of the video and in the description.
Point is, you can't tell. And if you got lucky, there was a 1 in 3 chance, kid. That's how likely it is to run into a cheater if you play one game today. But what we can't see, an AI can with certainty.
To our human eyes, this just looks like really good aim.
They're designed to have smoothing and look natural, look like human aim.
But to a trained AI, the difference is night and day. The best way to describe it is like having a trained medical physician try and tell the difference between someone that's really jacked on steroids and then like a dog. There's no mistaking it. Couldn't just a really advanced AI
CSGO.
cheat go undetected with lots of human data? No, this is a permanent solution to end the cat and mouse forever, and I will explain why I'm getting there.
A lot of people ask, what about ESP?
Okay. What would you say is the most distinguishable trait to tell if someone is cheating based on your experience of, you know, like antagonizing them in game?
I mean, there are a lot of things.
This is Goat, aka Tim. He wanted to know just how many people were cheating in Tarkov, so he installed cheats with the intentions of finding the cheaters.
Kill to death ratio, what gun they have out, how much ammo they have, everything with this cheat. Game sense is something that is a really big deal in a game like Tarkov. How to move around the map, where to look, how to set up your gun.
So what is it that he used to distinguish if someone was cheating or not?
I can't believe it.
No. Before the wiggle, as funny as that is.
This duo was the highest KD that I came across that I think was legit. If you looked at them on the radar, they were just constantly looking around. The little things were just going everywhere. And they were checking areas where just no one was there. It's painfully clear that these two Chads are legit. How refreshing. And then you'd watch these other guys that have like 20-something KD, just running straight into a building, straight to a jacket to get their item, straight out.
Yeah.
And straight a different way. And when you looked around that area on the map, there was nobody that could kill them.
And they just already knew that, so they didn't have to look around. He was looking at human behavior. Do we know of anything that can kind of detect human behavior? I don't know. Is there any technology out there that can kind of look at human behavior and see if it's human or not? I don't know, guys. I don't know. There is an extremely distinguishable behavior.
Short answer, yes, there is.
Between someone using cheats and someone not using cheats. So we thought, instead of just aim cheats, what about an AI that can detect everything? An AI that analyzes player behavior and determines if they're cheating based on how they're interacting with the game with over 99% accuracy. This is what will save FPS games. Now, I realize that that sounds like a pipe dream, like an impossible solution that's years away, another hopeless dream of one-day gaming with no cheaters online. And here's the twist. It already exists. Someone made it, and it wasn't us. For days, I was tearing my hair out. Why is this not in every single game? What is going on? I had so many theories. Game developers don't need good anti-cheat. Everyone keeps playing. Cheating in games, this whole other industry, is stimulating the game. As a game dev, why would you stop it?
There is technically financial reward for them if the cheaters keep buying accounts.
AI anti-cheat exists. Game devs are not using it. Luckily, the truth was the simplest answer.
And just this year, early January 2023.
Wait, what did that say? Multiplayer gaming is saved. Okay, let's see.
Just this year, early January 2023, we started to implement it in big games. And so it's starting for now. It's happening as we speak.
This is the CGO and CEO of AnyBrain, the AI anti-cheat that detects everything. How does it distinguish between someone that is say using like an ESP in a game versus someone that isn't?
What we do is every player is providing data about how it is possible to perform the games. So let's say you have a reaction time when you find an opponent and you move to there. There is different cognitive skills that we apply when we are playing a game.
Yeah.
At what we can extract from these behaviors is these cognitive skills that are being applied on a specific moment. They are not human.
So it's learning constantly. Is that okay?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And so what percentage of people would you say are cheating in some form?
AI learning human behavior constantly to prevent cheating. That's pretty fucking cool. This is exactly what we need.
We always start with a very high threshold, meaning that we do not necessarily catch everybody, but everybody that we're catching, we're 100% sure. We usually see between maybe 10, 15, 20% of players that are cheating. We are fairly certain that the phenomenon is much higher than that. And again, that's why we created, Andre created AnyBrain.
My kind of estimation based on a bunch of different numbers was around 30% are using something to improve.
Yeah,
okay.
We're thinking along the same lines here.
And they're under NDA, so they couldn't tell me exactly which game, but they had data to back up these claims.
Every time we catch somebody cheating, what we need also is multiple moments that have a very high probability of being somebody using a namebot. So a pro will have very few of these moments because they are just very good, right?
Yes.
But in order for us to make the validation actually get flagged of you using, let's say, a namebot in a game, that means that we will make moves that have a very, very high probability of being aimbots and doing that multiple times.
So let's say hypothetically, I'm only using a very small amount of humanized aim assist. Is this something that you think your system would be able to detect?
Yeah, so first, a lot of people is using that small adjustment that is make it invisible on a video, or if you're watching the stream, it's so difficult because the difference is on human eye, it's almost impossible to catch. But the way we interact is still impossible to make it as a human.
Can you expound a little maybe, or maybe help me understand just a little better?
Yeah, well, let's say that you are just adjusting a few pixels.
Yep.
The way you move with this adjustment, it will be non-natural timing that is not human. Even if in our eye it looks human, but on pixel level, but also on these patterns, it is not human. So that's why we can catch it. People say, oh, he was cheating, I'm sure, because it is impossible to aim on that way. Sometimes it's just lucky, or you are really good. So it's difficult for people to understand, and the result of false claims about, oh, he was cheating or no, because he's so good player, it's impossible. But here, looking just for these patterns on pixel level, we can understand this.
After a few
Good. Hopefully they implement this in fucking Modern Warfare Warzone 2, bro. So many cheaters in that game.
Hours of gameplay of someone using a humanized aim assist, it would be able to detect that that's happening.
Let's just say Ricochet didn't work.
Usual behaviors, like let's say somebody using an aimbot on Warzone, actually real time plus 5 minutes in order to flag somebody who is using
My point
that.
exactly.
To detect someone in real time can take as little as 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really cool.
It felt almost like I was in a dream. Like I was gonna wake up and tell Olivia that I had a dream that someone made the AI anti-cheat that solved everything.
And this will happen in the coming months. We are fairly confident that something's going to happen, something's going to click in this year.
But it got even better.
2 hours is to create the player profile
for what we call identity frauds.
What they're talking about is a biometric profile, a profile as distinguishable as your thumbprint or your face.
So this will need the baseline of 2 hours because it's unique to each and every one of us as gamers.
On how you play the game. This means that once you get banned, it's not as simple as creating another account. If you create another account, the AI detects your biometric profile. Every account you make will be banned. There's no hardware ID, it's you. You will be permanently banned from the game with no chance of ever playing it again.
How does something like that create biometric data on you? Because like what they're saying, like because you can't use hardware, that's not gonna matter. I think they're referring to your IP address and shit on creating different accounts. Or say if you had like a, what is it called? IP transmitter where you can relocate. Yeah. I think that's not going to matter in this situation from what they're saying, and it's going to be purely biometric, but I don't know how it's going to be biometric.
Be confident that some things are about to change.
The implications of this are insane, especially if the game has a replay system.
If you have ever cheated and the data is saved server side, you are then able to be caught at any point in the future. If you cheat, you will be caught. It's just a matter of time.
The biometric fingerprint of a pro player or streamer could be seen on an alt account that was hacking a year ago or last week or currently. Now, I don't know if these things will be done with this data, but I can tell you that FPS games, all online multiplayer games, are saved. Now, the Waldo project is different. It plans to put this power of knowing in your hands. A way to know if any player is cheating simply by scanning the gameplay footage, laying bare the truth, and leaving the effects up to us. We now confirm it's possible and in fact need your help to make it a reality. A full technical update of the Waldo project is available on Rican Samurai's channel.
I think the glory days of online FPS games are not behind us, but are ahead of us. And if you're one of the 1 in 3 people that are cheating in online FPS games, I got one question for you. Are your nipples getting itchy?
That was a great video. Oh, wow. Well, maybe the future of gaming's saved, chat. We'll just have to wait and see. The Waldo project, that's what it's called.
Hey guys, if you liked the video, make sure you head over to the page, hit that like button, scroll over, smash that subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified for future video drops, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.